Hello friends, welcome back to Ouroboros Tarot. So today we are going to be looking into what the current feelings are for you. I have 4 piles for you to choose from today. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Go ahead and pause this video if you need to. Take as much time as you need to find the pile that sits right with your energy, as well as with your person's energy, and I will see you in a minute. Hi pile 1. So today's pick a card reading is looking into how your person is currently feeling about you. And before we get into that, we're going to go ahead and look into what's going on currently between the two of you, just to make sure that this is in fact your pile. And so to start, we're going to look into the energies that you are bringing to the table. And for that we have the toad, the frog, the alchemist, and here and now. Okay. So what I'm getting from this pile 1 is that you are currently going through a huge transformative process in which you are healing things from your past. Most specifically, what I'm picking up on is things from this connection that weren't sitting right with you, that were having a negative effect on you, that you felt were unhealthy or toxic for you, and you're cleansing yourself of that. It seems like you've had some sort of awakening to what isn't serving you in this connection. And for a lot of you, I feel as though this has to do with toxic behaviors or traits of some kind. And with this information, you're really growing and expanding as a person. It seems like you're taking what you've learned from this connection and you're turning it into pieces of wisdom. That could be wisdom about yourself, learning about yourself, learning about what it is that you want, what it is that you deserve. It could be wisdom about the world around you or how people behave when they're in pain and how you choose to react to it. There's just an element here of taking what you have received and turning it into something positive for yourself, and not necessarily ignoring the negative or the bad effects that it has had on you, but rather accepting those and the good as well. With here and now, I also get the feeling that you're practicing radical acceptance. You're trying to stay present. You're trying to acknowledge where this connection is at currently rather than where you wish it was or where it was in the past. And if you look at, if you look at this image, it's a girl sitting on an egg and she's holding a red flag. And the red flag says, "You are here." So this is telling me that you may have woken up to some red flags that perhaps you didn't see in your person in the past, and you're now acknowledging them for what they are, and you're acknowledging that they're here in the present. And with this girl sitting on the egg, it's like you're about to birth something. Something is coming into your life that is going to be just so positive and so full of growth and good feelings, and you're acknowledging that you can't rush it. All you can do is tend to it. All you can do is keep what is around you that's worthy of your attention safe and warm and tended to. So that's what I'm seeing with you. Let's go ahead and look at your person. Your person is showing up as the beaver, the swan, the mediator, serendipity, and regeneration. So I wouldn't be surprised if your person is an artist or a creative of some kind. It doesn't have to be the case, but I do get the feeling that for some of you, this person is an artist, and they're using what has transpired between the two of you as inspiration. I think they might be viewing you as a muse. And if it's not art, I think this message that I'm about to say is for the entire group. That the last one about the artist was for just a small group of you. But it seems like this connection has inspired them to become a better person. If you've cut this person off, I wouldn't be surprised if the majority of you are in a no contact or limited contact situation right now. But if you've cut this person off, I would say that they are using this experience as an opportunity to grow, to make things happen that perhaps in the past they were unwilling or unable to make happen. And they're seeing this connection with purpose as well. There's a lot of similar energies here, however, they're very different at the same time, because it seems like you are focusing on yourself for your own personal growth and your own personal happiness and moving forward, whereas this person is focusing on their personal growth in order to move forward with you. They're finding purpose in what has transpired, and they're also feeling as though this connection is meant to be. I wouldn't be surprised if they daydream about getting back together with you or showing up for you in a way in which they haven't in the past, and seeing you feel joyful with the effort that they've made. But there's definitely an element here of an ending of some kind. Which is why I think that this is probably a no contact or limited contact situation. With regeneration here, this is telling me that they're starting over. Something has happened in which they had to put the brakes on. Things kind of were ruined, perhaps burned down, and now they're having to regroup. This person is having to rethink who they are, what they want, how they can be better. This person wants to be better. When it comes to what's going on between the two of you, for your shadow work card, we have negativity. Let go of the pessimistic attitude. It's getting old. Think of something positive right now. Shift your thinking. So this goes hand in hand with what I'm seeing for you, of recognizing there's toxicity. There's something that's not serving you here, and you have let it go. We also have success and confidence. The vision, and attention to detail. So when it comes to what's going on between the two of you, both of you are working in the present moment so that there's a brighter future. But like I was saying, it seems like you're working in the present moment toward a brighter future for yourself, whereas they are doing it for this connection. This swan person just feels so inspired and perhaps a little bit burned, a little bit hurt by what they've seen in the mirror that you held up to them. And they're realizing that things need to change. I'm not necessarily sure if both of you are actually feeling this confidence right now, but there's a desire to feel confidence in yourself. And both are working toward that. The vision is telling me that this is goal-oriented. For you, it feels more so like it's goal-oriented toward being alone, letting this go, finding peace within what has transpired, whereas for them, it's about coming back together. This person does not want to let you go. But at the same time, I don't necessarily think that they're actually at a place in which this negative, toxic type of behavior has actually been transformed. But if this is resonating with you, let's go ahead and get into tarot. I didn't grab a tarot deck. Okay. So, how are they currently feeling about you? How is Pile 1's person currently feeling about Pile 1? Okay, we have the Eight of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Empress, Five of Wands reversed. I'm going to get one more and then I will talk about what I'm seeing. And then Death. Okay. So what is this person currently feeling for you? What are their current feelings? Well, if you guys haven't spoken, this is telling me that they have a very strong desire to speak with you. There is a strong, strong desire here to communicate, to take action towards you, to bridge the gap that has been placed between the two of you. This person no longer wishes to argue. Like I was saying, there was negativity, there was toxicity, and for a vast majority of you, I would say that this came with arguments. And with the Five of Wands reversed, this is telling me that they're willing to let that go. They want to let that go. They've probably almost forgotten about the negative things that have transpired because they're so focused on what it is that they want, which is you. And I think that it's really interesting that we have the Empress come out. And then when it comes to how you're showing up, we have the girl sitting on the egg. This is someone who is birthing something. They're seeing you as this Empress, as someone who is divine and beautiful and so worthy of what it is that you were asking for, what it is that you were wanting in this connection that you didn't receive. And they want to give it to you. They don't necessarily feel like this is over. And obviously, I mentioned that several times just in the oracles that I saw. But with the Wheel of Fortune here, they feel as though they're going to have another opportunity. They've let go of certain aspects of themselves, and they're growing specifically for you. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands. Yep. So the Nine of Wands is coming out underneath the Eight of Wands. So this is telling me that they don't want to give this connection up. They are clinging on to dear life energetically, and they are wanting to reach out and let you know how they feel. They don't want it to be over. How are they currently feeling? Whoops. Oh no, it went under the couch. I'm going to have to pause this really quick. Okay, sorry about that. So we also have the Tower, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. So this is telling me that they feel as though they've been completely thrown off course. They feel as though they're not quite sure luck is on their side. They're going to have to actually work for this. Powerful changes have happened based on just how you're showing up energetically currently, and they're feeling it. How are they currently feeling about pile one? We have the Chariot clarifying the Empress. They want to come toward you. They want you. They desire you. And now we have the Emperor. So we have the Ten of Wands clarifying the Five of Wands, further confirming that fighting is no longer serving them. They're realizing that arguing is no longer serving them. They want to come forward with a peace offering. We have Temperance and the Emperor. They feel as though you two are divine counterparts. They feel as though they need to do a lot of healing in order to be this Emperor for you, in order to be your counterpart. There's a lot that needs to be released on their end. On the back of the deck, we have the Five of Cups. They're really saddened by what has transpired here. And they're desperately, desperately hoping that they'll have another opportunity with you. They're hoping that you'll forgive them. Let's see, let's get some more cards. How are they currently feeling about pile one? We have shared tenderness, restlessness, okay, we have volcano, and predictions of growth. Okay, so how are they currently feeling about you? This person loves you. If they've told you that they loved you in the past, believe it. This person desperately, and with shared tenderness coming out over the Eight of Wands and then the Nine of Wands, this is telling me that they want to express these feelings to you. If perhaps you expressed your feelings and they never reciprocated that expression, they're regretting it now. And they want very deeply to be able to tell you how they feel. With restlessness here and with the volcano, I see this person coming back in the very near future, with a lot of expression of feelings for you that they need to get off of their chest. This is not something that they can look past. This is not something that they can pretend they're not feeling. No matter what, they're going to have to acknowledge this. And with predictions of growth, they're really hoping that they can have another chance, because it seems like in their eyes, they've finally figured out what it was that they were missing in the past. What it was that they needed to do that they perhaps didn't in the past. Let's keep going. How are they currently feeling? Okay, we have new moon and courage. Yes, this person is wanting a fresh start and is going to do what it takes in order to achieve that. Let's go ahead and get you guys some advice, shall we? I don't have my advice cards. Hold on just a second. Let me grab them. Okay. What is it that pile 4 needs to hear right now? I breathe calmly and easily. I am safe in this moment. And let me be still today and listen to the truth in silence. I get the feeling that you're already doing this, pile 1, but that's what I'm seeing for you today. If this reading resonated, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for giving me the chance to read for you guys, pile 1, and I hope that I'll have the chance to read for you in another video soon. Bye! Hi, pile 2. So today's pick a card reading is looking into how your person is currently feeling about you. And before we get into that, we're going to go ahead and look into how each of you is showing up, what's going on energetically, just so you'll know whether or not this is your pile. So these cards here are representing you, and keep in mind this could be flip-flopped, or this could not be your pile and there might be another pile, or there might not be a message for you in this video. But let's go ahead and get started. So you're currently showing up as the weasel, the turtle, number 51, milk and honey, and the hedonist. Okay, so what I would say is that you are somebody who currently is showing up probably in all aspects of your life, but definitely in this connection as somebody who is definitely very grounded, very centered within themselves. You have a center point within yourself, and it seems kind of like life is something that you experience rather than life is something that happens to you. You seem to be somebody who is very free-spirited, who goes with the flow, and no matter where the flow takes you, you always find what it is that you need. There's an element of curiosity here and of allowing life to take you on adventures or take you places in which you learn immense amount of wisdoms. And with the hedonist here, I would say that you're somebody who is showing up in this connection as someone who enjoys life's pleasures. There's definitely an aspect of intimacy here, of physical intimacy, but also of inspiration. I would say that you're probably somebody who is definitely inspiring your person currently. With milk and honey here, I would say that right now you're currently in a part of life that is proving to be really abundant, really joyful, including in this connection. This connection seems to be something that you've really wanted for a long time, and you seem to be reaping the benefits of what you have sown. Your person is currently showing up as the coyote, the otter, number 16, all that glitters, the student, and number 20, imagine. So yes, you're definitely a teacher for this person. I would say that this person isn't as free-spirited as you are. This is somebody who, yes, is playful, but might be overextending themselves, or might be portraying themselves or trying to be something that they're not actually. So when I was looking at your cards, I wouldn't be surprised if there's nonconformity in certain aspects of your life. So this could be really anything that your free spirit is desiring. But one thing that came to mind, and this is just an example, would be non-monogamy or polyamory. And I say that in particular because the coyote is all about partnerships and commitment. And I get the feeling that your person is somebody who is much more conforming, goes much more with the grain of society rather than against it. And you're somebody who is inspiring them to think outside of the box, to imagine other outcomes, other lifestyles, other choices that can be made that perhaps they didn't realize. And they're very much open to this. They're very much open to different ideas, to different viewpoints, to different perspectives, and they're very much drinking up what it is that you are teaching them. However, it doesn't necessarily feel like it's something that is ringing true within their soul or within their heart. It seems more so like they're willing to be open to it, but it's not necessarily their own truth. They just seem to be a little bit less free than you are when it comes to how they go about life. So if that's resonated so far, let's go ahead and get into what's currently going on between the two of you. So for that, we have death, frustration, the box, and number 22, grace and beauty. And for your shadow work card, we have defensiveness. Hear other people's perspectives and feelings. Shift your focus to them. It's not always about you. So I would say, based on death and frustration here, like you two have come to a crossroads where, and I think it's also interesting that we have the box here, and I really do feel like the coyote is being encouraged to think outside of the box, and the coyote might honestly be encouraging you, the weasel, to kind of think within the box, and it's not necessarily working or vibing for either one of you entirely. I think it's interesting that you, the weasel, are looking at this box. The image of the weasel is looking at this box, and it's looking at it like, I don't know about that. I don't necessarily want to be put inside a box. Yeah, so it seems like both of you might be resisting which way this direction heads. Like, it seems like the weasel, like you, are somebody who is content with where things are, whereas the coyote might want to be pushing this along further, putting barriers and boundaries around it that the weasel isn't necessarily ready to do. And there's frustration from this. There's frustration, I think, on both ends, because both parties view this connection as something that is so special and exciting. But at the same time, what each one thinks is what is best, there's no middle ground. There's no finding middle ground here right now. And of course, keep in mind that these could be flip-flopped. However, that's what I'm seeing for what's going on between the two of you. So let's go ahead and look into how your person is currently feeling about you. How is your person currently feeling? How is pile 2's person currently feeling? Okay, so we have the 4 of Pentacles. This goes hand in hand with the defensiveness card and also being like thinking inside the box. We have the Emperor. We have the World. How is pile 2's person currently feeling? We have the King of Pentacles reversed. And let's get one more. Okay, we have two. We have the Two of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Okay. So the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. This is obviously somebody who's feeling defensive, who's feeling perhaps a little bit attacked, or like they're being required to be something that they're not. They're being required to step outside of their comfort zone when they're not ready. Or they're really wanting to get back into their comfort zone because how they're feeling right now is very much like a fish out of water. I'm gonna pull more. How are they currently feeling? Okay, we have the Ten of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. And then on the back of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. Okay, so what I was talking about when it comes to there being a crossroads, this is being confirmed with the Two of Wands here. This person is really feeling the weight of needing to come to a decision. They're feeling a lot of weight. With the Ten of Wands here and the Emperor, they feel as though they need to make a decision of some kind. They need to lead this connection. And they're recognizing that the encouragement that they are receiving when it comes to stepping out of their comfort zone or stepping outside of the box they have created for themselves, that encouragement is honestly something that would really aid them in their own evolution, in their own leveling up. But it's just an element of discomfort for them, and I don't think that they feel as though they're ready. They don't feel as though they could be successful in being who you need them to be or who you want them to be. There's an element here of feeling very insecure with the King of Pentacles being reversed. So this could have something to do with money or with their career, with them needing to show up in an economic kind of way. But whatever it is, their insecurities are really getting the better of them now, and it's holding them back from this connection moving along in a successful way. But at the end of the day, this person cares for you deeply. Nothing has changed in terms of how they feel for you. Nothing has changed in terms of their love for you, their desire to be with you. If anything, they want to try to find a way in which to find middle ground, in which to either start over or come up with a new plan. There's definitely an element of importance on this connection for this person. They care for you deeply. Let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards, see what else comes through. Okay, how does pile 2's person currently feel? We have Twin. So this person could be feeling like either, we have the Two of Cups and we have Twin. They feel as though you're their soulmate, their partner in life. You two are very similar and yet so very, very different, and you hold mirrors up to one another. And they're learning so much about themselves and the world around them. They're manifesting the connection that they want with you, with the pink bubble fairy here. Calm within transformation is further confirming that they are manifesting. And while it might not seem like they are making any changes within themselves, they are transforming, and they feel the transformations happening. They might be really tiny baby steps that this person is aware of, but it is happening. And we have Death of the Deceitful. They definitely feel as though you can see through them. You can see through inauthenticity. When someone is being inauthentic, they feel as though you see through it. And there is no way to get around genuinely making changes or making moves for this connection to move ahead. Let's keep going. How are they currently feeling? It's too many. Okay, boundaries. Yep, they're still feeling defensive. They know what they need to do, but they're having a hard time letting their walls down. And jealousy, yeah, if this is a polyamory type of situation that's going on, this is something that this person is having a difficult time with. Yeah, let's go ahead and get you guys some affirmations. What affirmations are there for pile 2? Every cell in my body is conscious and communicates with each positive thought I have. I am willing to see my sameness with others. This opens my awareness to oneness. All right, pile 2, this is what I'm seeing for you today. If this reading resonated, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for giving me the chance to read for you, pile 2, and I hope that I'll have the chance to read for you in another video soon. Bye! Hi, pile 3. So today's pick a card reading is looking into how they are currently feeling about you. But before we get into that, we're going to look into what the overall energies are in terms of what's going on in this connection, how the both of you are showing up, so that you'll know whether or not this is your pile. So to start, we have your cards here. So these are, I pulled with the intention of representing you. Keep in mind this might be flip-flopped. So if this sounds more like your person, it might be that it's just flip-flopped. Or there might be a message for you in a different pile, or there might not be a message for you here today. But to start, we have the tree frog, vulture, athlete, and number 24, time for rest. Okay, pile 3. So this is very similar energy to pile 1's energy. There's a little bit of a difference here, but if this resonates or if it feels just a little bit off, there might be a message for you in pile 1. But it seems like you are currently taking space from this person, and you're doing it with the intention of making sure that things stay healthy, things stay going in a positive light. And it seems like you're under the impression that both of you need space from one another or distance of some kind in order for this connection to continue to grow, or in order for this connection to heal. It seems like you're really in a place where you're focusing on yourself. You're practicing perhaps self-control when it comes to how you interact in this connection currently. And it really seems like you're trying to rebalance yourself. You're trying to find wisdom in what has transpired between the two of you. This does feel like temporary energy, like it doesn't feel like you intend on this being something that's for forever, this space. It seems more so like, kind of like the Four of Swords energy, where there is a need to rest, recuperate, regroup in order to come and eventually take action again. And I think that there might even be part of this where with the tree frog here, tree frogs represent communication, but they also represent camouflage. So this is further confirming that currently you're kind of blending into your surroundings, laying low for a little while, but you're regrouping, regathering your thoughts so that you have the right words to say to this person when the time is right. When it comes to this person and how they're showing up, we have the rabbit, the elephant, the gambler, mending, and scribe. So this person is not in the same energy as you at all. They are definitely panicking currently. It feels very frantic, like they're panicking that there's distance between the two of you or that something has shifted in this connection, and they're frantically trying to come up with a way in which to fix this. which is the exact opposite of what you're doing. It seems like you're really focusing on taking your time, recognizing that Rome wasn't built in a day. This isn't going to be fixed overnight. And if it's meant to be, things will work out. This person doesn't have that level of trust right now. They're really ruminating over this situation. They might be replaying things that you have told them in their head. They're definitely overthinking this. And they want to make it right, but I think they're missing the fact that they're missing the point in there needing to be space so that the franticness can stop. Right now they feel really unstoppable, and I think they're showing up in both the light and the shadow attributes of the gambler, where they're both intuitively feeling like this connection is really, really important. There's more to this connection, and they feel it intuitively. But they're also in the shadow attribute where they're relying on luck. They're trying to come up with a quick fix rather than working hard and perhaps practicing the same level of self-control or willpower that you are in order to get this connection back on track. So if that's resonating so far, let's go ahead and look into what's going on currently. And you know what I didn't do? I did not get you guys a shadow work card. So did I? No, I didn't. So let's go ahead and pull a shadow work oracle as well. What's going on in this connection? Okay, so we have inconsiderate, act with compassion and kindness, be thoughtful and polite. It just feels better on the inside. So it might be, this is what's going on between the two of you. So it might be that you see the right way in which to do things, but you're doing it in a way in which you're not communicating that this is temporary for this person, and that's leading them to be really, really frantic or panicked. Or it could be that you have communicated this with this person and this person's not listening to you and they're being inconsiderate of the space that you've asked for. Or it could be both of you being inconsiderate in some sort of way. But let's keep going. We also have rejection and cleanse. We have the mirror, and we have deliverance. So it seems like, to me, what this feels like is that there was an argument of some kind, like a falling out of some kind, and now there's radio silence, or there's just an element of like calm after the storm, of like after an outburst of some kind, there's calmness, and now there's like a reflective period. And I think that the rabbit person is kind of being forced into this reflective period, but really they just feel a deep amount of rejection, whereas the tree frog is reflecting and cleansing, rebalancing themselves. But again, deliverance is about the calmness that comes after the storm and the growth that can happen after a storm. So this to me all feels very temporary, but let's go ahead and look into what it is that they are feeling. What is pile 3's person currently feeling? Okay, we have the 3 of Cups. We have the Hermit, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Okay, so this is very clear cut. What are they feeling? They feel deeply alone. They feel deeply cut off. They feel as though you two are meant for each other. We have the King and the Queen of Swords. They feel as though you two are counterparts. They want nothing more than to come together and work on this. And they're really exploring their options right now on how to make this happen for them. It's very cut and dry. They definitely, the biggest thing I'm picking up on though is actually all of it. Everything I just said was very clear. Let's keep going. How are they currently feeling? Okay, so we have the 4 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, the Six of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. And then on the back of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so they're definitely missing the point when it comes to taking space, when it comes to giving each other time to figure out what it is that you want, what it is that you're actually feeling outside of the panic or the worry about the future. They're not understanding that. It's going over their heads. With the Four of Swords and the Three of Cups, this is telling me that even though this is what they really want, is to work on it, nothing's happening. They feel so left out in the cold. With the Hermit and the Seven of Cups, they're desperate. They feel desperate to come up with a way to get rid of the loneliness that they're feeling. But what I think is really important to note is that the Hermit on its own is not necessarily lonely. Is it solitary? Yes. But the whole point of the Hermit energy is to learn, is to come to realizations. And this person is not coming to realizations because they are really, really wanting for this loneliness to go away. So rather than coming to realizations and learning things about themselves or about this connection, they're just coming up with ideas as to how to change where they're at currently. I think it's also interesting that we have two more people here, the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So there could be other people involved. This is also indicative of somebody who might be fearful that there are other people involved, but they don't feel as though whoever is coming forward to you, whoever else might be in your life, is as good of a match as they are. There's also a lot of love here. I think they're seeing you as the Queen of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles is right underneath it. This is somebody who views you as a soulmate, as somebody that they want to get back into contact with if you guys are in complete no contact. This is somebody who wants to make it up to you. The Six of Cups is all about people coming back from your past. It's all about apologies and love. And I get the feeling that everything that this card represents is something that they feel for you right now. They're also definitely manifesting this, but I don't think they're doing a very good job of this whole surrender part. It feels more so like they are really trying to control the situation and have the outcome in which they desire. With the Page of Wands being all about exploring boundaries and horizons, this is telling me that they're really trying to come up with a way in which to show you that they care, that they can nurture this, they can ground this connection, they can be what it is that you need, and they can fix whatever needs fixing. Let's keep going. Okay, so we have Noble, we also have Something That Is Never Truly Yours, In Between Worlds. This person is so concerned that they're losing you, and they just want to talk. They want to clarify. They want to clear the air. They feel like they're in limbo, and they feel like there's so much more potential to this connection than what has been reached so far, and they're really hoping that they have an opportunity to bring the potential into fruition. Let's keep going. Okay, we also have Guides and Spiritual Cleansing. I wouldn't be surprised if they're like doing magic of some kind, or like they're doing anything they can in order to try to manifest this. And even though they're resisting it, even though they're resisting the present moment where things are at, it's inevitable that certain spiritual lessons certain spiritual cleanses are happening, are currently occurring for them. Let's go ahead and get you guys an affirmation. What affirmation is there for pile 3? What advice is there for pile 3? My friendships support me, nourish me, and inspire me. Okay, it is safe to ask for help. People want to support me. All right, pile 3, well, that's what I'm seeing for you guys today. If this resonated, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for giving me the chance to read for you, pile 3, and I hope that I'll have the chance to read for you in another video soon. Bye! Hello, pile 4. So today's pick a card reading is looking into how your person is feeling, what their current feelings are. So before we get into that, we're going to look into what's just going on in this connection so you can make sure that this is in fact your pile. So if this doesn't resonate with you, it's probably not your pile, and there might be another message for you in a different pile, or there might just not be a message for you here today, and that's okay too. So keep in mind that these energies could be flip-flopped, but I did pull the cards with the intention of them coming out for you specifically, as well as for your person specifically. So let's go ahead and look into your energy first. So we have the centipede, the hyena, the monk/nun, and breathe. Okay. So, how are you currently showing up in this connection and in life? It seems like you are really enjoying yourself. You're somebody who is really fun to be around, really charming, really witty. But it looks like with breathe here, with 29, breathe, you might be really wanting to take things very slowly in this connection, or really wanting to trust that things will fall into place. But also there's an element here of perfectionism with the centipede. It seems like you might be taking things slow because you really want things to work out in a certain way. With the monk/nun here, I get the feeling that you are very excited by this connection. Perhaps your spirituality is an aspect of this connection that's very important to you. And it's definitely coming through when it comes to how you're showing up energetically for this connection. Your person is currently showing up as the badger, the moth, and the lizard, the prince, and new life, number 39. So I would say, pile 4, that your person is very drawn to you, very attracted to you, and really wants to move this connection along much faster than perhaps you do, or really wants this to go to the next level when you're not quite there yet. They just feel very inspired and have a lot of ideas, daydreams, hopes for this connection and where they want it to go. They seem to feel very inspired by this connection and are willing to put themselves out there. With the lizard here, I would also say that this person is somebody who is very aware of your needs, of the subtle changes that perhaps occur in your behavior, and really want to be somebody who can show up for you in the way in which you need. With the prince here, the light attribute is romantic charm and potential for power. This person is really taking the lead here, it seems like, and really has an idea of where this connection is headed. When it comes to what's going on between the two of you currently, we have reflection, surrender, number 60, limits and connections, and the forest. So I would say that both of you are very excited by this connection. This connection feels like something that's very magical, that is very deep. There's so much to explore here emotionally. There's so much potential here. And it could potentially be a newer connection where you're just exploring each other and getting to know kind of your tics and things like that. But that doesn't have to be the case. This could be a very established connection, and this connection is heavy on both of your minds, And there's an element of specialness here that is so strong for the both of you that it's easy to surrender. Or even if it's not easy to surrender, there's a strong calling to surrender. Everything here is indicative of such power and potential. Like the two of you could potentially be a power couple, but there's definitely a level of romantic and emotional intimacy here that runs deep and has the potential for the both of you to get lost in, because there's just such watery emotions here. But if that resonates, let's go ahead and get into how your person is currently feeling about you. How is pile 4's person currently feeling about pile 4? Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Cups. I knew the Two of Cups was going to come out. This person loves you. The Four of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups. Oh, okay. That's too many. Oh, okay, we'll take it. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, Justice. How are they currently feeling about pile 4? The Three of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. And on the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. Wow. Okay. This person's crazy about you. I would be really, really shocked to find out that you don't know how this person feels about you. This person is all about you. They feel as though they're the luckiest person in the world that you even give them the time of day. They're so drawn to you. With them being the Moth and then the Sun here, it's like they're so drawn to your warmth, and they can't believe just how lucky they are to have met you. The Two of Cups and Justice is telling me that not only do they love you, but they're willing to do anything in order to make sure that you know how much they love you, for one, and for two, you know how much your connection means to them. They're willing to do anything in order to make sure that you don't forget this. With the Four of Pentacles and then the Three of Cups, this to me is telling me that there's an element here of them feeling like there's two different messages here. And I think because the Nine of Swords is here, as well as the Five of Cups, I feel as though this person is really, really concerned that there could be another person, or perhaps this connection hasn't grounded itself entirely. So if this is like a newer connection, I would say that this is something that really worries them. Like they want to put a ring on it. They want to put a ring on it so that there aren't any other options, so that they know that that you are solely looking at them when it comes to romance. This person is somebody who definitely wants monogamy. But also with the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, this is telling me that this person feels safe. This person feels safe in letting their guard down. They have a desire to show you who they are. Vulnerability is something that is very important to them when it comes to you. With the Ten of Cups and then the Five of Cups, one thing that comes to mind is that they worry at times. There's definitely worry here. Whether or not this is an established connection or a newer connection, they worry at times about whether or not, because this is such an emotionally fulfilling and joyful connection, they are very much aware of how much they could lose if one day you decided you didn't want to be with them anymore. It would break their heart. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. They just want to be with you. They're just crazy about you. Let's keep going. How do they feel? Service. They would do anything for you. And it's coming out right over the Two of Cups. They see so much potential in this, and they honestly have so much trust in this connection that they are ready to go. Whereas with you, it seems more so like you're wanting to take things slow, see how things go. They are 100% sure of you. We have good things, yes. I mean, like, it doesn't get any more obvious. And then we have the messenger. It doesn't get any more obvious than this. They're crazy about you. They'll do anything. They'll tell you the truth about what's on their heart. And they're probably going to again, you know, very soon. It's very, very sweet. How are they currently feeling? We have growth. They want to move this along. They really want to take this to the next level. How are they currently feeling? And we have Earth. Yeah. Commitment, labels, moving in together, whatever the next level is for you two, they're ready for it. They see you as somebody who is a life partner. They see you as somebody who they'd like to be with for forever. Let's go ahead and get you guys some affirmations. What affirmations are there for pile 4? Let me be still today and listen to the truth. These both came out for pile 1. So let me be still today and listen to the truth in silence. I breathe calmly and easily. I am safe in this moment. And we have, I see grace and possibility in all of life's challenges. Okay, pile 4. Well, this is what I'm seeing for you today. If this resonated, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. Thank you so, so much, pile 4, for giving me the chance to read for you today. And I hope that I'll have the chance to read for you in another video soon. Bye. Bye.